live. Spoiler alert. The result of this game you might have seen just now, or if not, then you can wait till the end of the video when I reveal this. Sorry, it's late. I can't speak right now. I don't know why I'm deciding to do this, but it's just casual review. I just played this game, a handicap game against 10Q on OGS, and it's not the game I was looking for. I was hoping to play someone a little stronger, but hey, look, handicap games are legit. So right off the bat, my opponent, we'll call him Pan, or Black, plays this like out of move order kick here, which is not Joseki, but AI confirms this exchange here to be not bad. This, however, is very strange. Not the move I was expecting, and this is where I immediately start thinking like, oh, okay, 10Q things, just 10Q things. This is the normal follow-up when Black tries to pincer you, like, well, usually they try to go lower than that, right? Then you go like this, and I feel like there's a double Hane involved or something. I always forget every variation that I learn. That's how you remain 7Q, by the way. Just learn variations and then forget them. So I thought maybe the same principle applied. I was aware of some of the complications that arose from this extra stone that descended down here from being there. Let's put the coordinates on at B16, or we can even be fancier, right? But I went for it anyway, and just tried to play solidly, and this took me by surprise as well. You know, maybe the right move is still to just kick this stone, or not kick the stone, back off here and answer the corner, but I don't know, that looked kind of juicy to me, having that wall facing that whole side here. So I took that, and I felt, you know, I'll deal with this later, and sure enough, you know, I just dealt with it just by making myself a little wall here. In hindsight, I don't think this Hane was a good idea. I think maybe even just descending straight or going like that might have been better, more solid. But I do the Hane. Normally you do this thing, I don't know, to threaten their group, but Black is very fine here, does not need to respond. So I just go ahead and just keep playing the big moves. Again, Black is not showing much, you know, normal Joseki knowledge here. Might be one of their weak points, which is great for handicap go. And then I don't know, so this is not, I don't know the meaning of this move, right? So it's maybe like trying to jump ahead of white to try to stop white, and that's what they're thinking, but it's really not doing much. White's alive here. White doesn't need to be attacked. In fact, I'm just making this stone weaker by splitting it up. And then Black also takes an extension that's a little too wide within my Moyo. So I go ahead and invade right away. Black keeps tanukiing without playing out sequences. And you know, at this point I'm like, okay, you know what, I can just connect up here, I can Atari down this way. There's a few things I'm considering, but I'm also thinking like my stones at the bottom here are kind of weak after that jump. So I'm a little bit worried, but I decide ultimately that this is huge and that I could probably finagle myself out of this situation over here, considering that Black also doesn't have a base. And Black just jumps, and now I'm starting to think of what the best way to take care of this group is. which I still don't really know. I really don't know. This is not the greatest situation. I was thinking something like this, maybe, right? I don't know. Does this connect my groups together well enough? I'm not really sure. But I go for the peep just to like start. And black doesn't respond normally. Black tries something like that, resists, and I'm thinking, does that really work? Because black is also full of weakness, and you know, and for some reason black is kind of hell-bent on covering up my entire group right now, which is, you know, it does create a good amount of thickness for black over there, but I honestly don't care much because I just got the entire right side. So I go ahead and approach. Black seems to like to back off high here, which honestly I'm not as familiar with. I figured this move over here was Sente and I would play it. And there's still some shenanigans that I try later on with the corner over there. I tried a simple Joseki here, slide, and then I come out. And black, this is... black's getting greedy. I have the right side. I'm about to take the left side. Understandably, black is getting greedy. But this is probably not the right way to approach the situation. Black, I don't think, has a plan of how to escape through. And when I try to kind of nudge him in the right direction, black jumps out instead of, well, I don't know, trying something a little more... I honestly don't know what black should do because... yeah, I don't know. And I try to scoop up, make sure black really can't, you know, touch the ground there. This, I respected this move, playing a extension away from thickness. And, you know, if I had that move, yeah, that would have been good. So maybe this was a little slow. This move right here, C11. So I go for an invasion myself. Now here, this looks just like what black did, right? It's like, why are you doing what black did if you didn't think what black did was great? I actually had a plan. So I'm trying to get better at my invasions. So I'm thinking as white, I've got the slide underneath, which attacks these stones over here. I've got this base here that I can make, or I can jump out. There's like multiple options here. So depending on what black plays, right? Black chose to go this way and attach, actually, which I didn't anticipate, which is fine. And I just kind of take that opportunity to play lightly and just jump out. And black is still concerned about this middle group over here. I do a shoulder hit. Now we're entering the middle game, and I'm just trying to like secure more points. I'm not trying to attack black too hard. Oh, this was weird. Right, instead of cutting me off here, black decides to hane. And then I get this cut instead, which I think is better for me. Looking back, maybe I should have just jumped. I think that might have been better instead of just doing this little pokey poke. But black allows me to, you know, take that here for some reason. Instead of connecting up, which I'm not sure, I guess, I don't know. And I decide, you know what, I want a little base here with these stones. I know they're light, but I'm just at this point nudging all sorts of things. And you can see the AI analysis here on OGS still says it's a fairly even game, a little bit towards black at this point. And I actually make a bit of a blunder here. I get a little bit hung up on trying to cut this group off here, and I play too many stones as white. A lot of overplay, and black cleverly is able to see a nice little net here. And I'm just kind of like, I throw my hands up. I'm like, you know what? You're right. You got me. Your whole middle group is connected, and And I just kind of try to stop this stone from connecting up. I'm just trying to find semi-big moves. Black is kind of playing puppy go. Wherever I play, black plays. It's not something that you should do. You should try to take every move that I make and see if there's a better move that you can make counter to that move. That's even more sente than what I mean, this isn't even sente, right? So here I get a little bit mischievous. I'm like, this looks like a carpenter square, and I know carpenter squares are really complicated. Let's try something. I don't think it's technically a carpenter square, but it looks carpenter square-ish. So I try a little something. I'm looking kind of hopeful here because I have this move that threatens to connect up. And we are trying to get a kill, if not a seki. And I go the wrong way here. I'm thinking, this AI is just like, yo, you should have gone here. And he's right. Or she, or it is right. The AI is right. The almighty genderless AI. Because black does not have liberties to win this race. Black can't go here. Black can't go here. What can black do? Nothing. Right? I did think a lot about this move too, which is sad. But I think I spent a little bit too much time thinking that this meant that this bottom group could escape, because no matter what I tried here, see, I don't know why I didn't read this correctly. Yeah, that's just my bad. But anyway, I could have made it really decisive right here and there, but I didn't. I was just kind of time sujiing these moves, and they're also big sante, so I thought, strengthen my own groups while playing them, whatever. Anyways, even though I wasn't able to kill that corner, it's still pretty good for me. So thought might as well try. Next time, hopefully I get him. Next time I play a 10Q. So this move, I was getting a little nervous about this area. I wasn't sure if maybe black had something here. But I mean, I wasn't that nervous, right? So actually, this is the endgame sequences. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to play normal moves in the endgame. Play safe, push in to my enemy's territory, and just kind of take all these sente moves and play normal endgame. And look, the AI has deemed that during this little endgame sequence that I am the winner. So I also noticed my opponent here, when they were playing in the endgame, they played very quickly often, and as if they're ready to just get it over with, like the game is over and let's just play out the endgame sequences. That's the kind of feeling I got. There was not nearly as much thought I felt from my opponent during the endgame phase, and I have lost too many games through little points in the endgame for me to be like that. And so I at least tried to conceptualize what the best endgame move is here. Here's a little double Atari thing. This is the type of thing that as a DDK I would have definitely missed. Let's say I decide to play this move over here. That's a double Atari, right? Would have been sad. So I go ahead and I think one of the things this game that I was trying to do is not to be too afraid of Gote. I think I realize that I'm a very, I like Sente, and I'm afraid of Gote. I feel like I avoid it a little too much, and sometimes you need to take Gote. So black's playing a few forcing moves here. This move, right? This is the type of move that's just shouldn't be played at this point, right? That's not sente at all. It doesn't really do anything. Might as well play something like this, right? At least you get a response out of me. Well, yeah, this move doesn't even reduce. I suppose you could argue maybe that this is equivalent. There is a better move somewhere though, right? I can't think of anything right now. No, you know, I have to find a better. If I'm going to claim that this isn't a good move, I have to find a better move for black. Let's say, for example, this move, right? That's sente, ish, right? White does not want to lose those stones, right? So that's better move than something like this, which does nothing. It does nothing. Yeah. So I take that opportunity to fix this weak point. You know, I'm feeling a little comfortable with my points. AI just drops me 3 points when I play that move. But I'm thinking, like, you know, I don't want any funny business. I think I can afford a few of these stones in Japanese scoring. And yeah, I don't respond to this move because this is more sente, right? If I don't respond to this move in the bottom right, and I play this top move here, and black goes here, I can respond to that, and black has to respond, or I take 2 stones. Whereas if black doesn't respond here, white is actually in their territory. So black doesn't need to play this move either, as far as I know. So let's say white decides to cut here. Normally you run out, but white has nowhere to run. Maybe there is a little bit of aji here, because you don't want this, but no, there's actually nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. Right? So this is something, okay, this is something that is funny because it's like you learn it. You learn to protect this up here. And then because you're traumatized. You've been black as a DDK and you've done this, white fixed, and you decided I want to go somewhere else, and white captures your stone and goes all the way into your territory. And so you realize, okay, I have to fix these, I have to fix these, I have to fix these. And you train yourself to fix these every time, but you realize it's not every time you have to fix that. There's situations where you don't want to fix that because you want to take something else. So this is a little bit about what the end game's about, right? It's every time you take gote when you don't need to, you lose a point, or 2 or 3 or more. I don't even no. Yeah, but that's it. That's basically the game. White wins by 16.3 points, unless that's the AI is counting wrong. Oh, 16. Oh, yeah. Well, obviously it's counting wrong. It's 0.3 points. I don't know what that means. I don't know why the AI counts like that, but white wins by 16.5 points. So, I've been on a losing streak here, and it's sad that my win is with 10Q. Granted, they did have 2 handicap stones, and I had no Komi, so there is that. But hopefully you enjoyed my rambling through this game. If you are a DDK player, hopefully you picked up a couple tips, and if you are a down level player, I am all ears for any kind of kibitzing or review that you can provide. Yeah. little side aside here. I think that for some reason it seems that I'm good at correspondence and blitz, and with normal time games like 20 minutes main time, I struggle a little more. I don't know what that means, or if I'm just finding patterns where there are none. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this casual review. I just felt like doing one of these. So, well, anyway, until next time, see ya.